club for men.
1912, a stroke of genius revolutionized the cookie industry. The bold move was taking two biscuits, putting a cream filling in between them, and forming a sandwich. Now, 75 years later, the Oreo is the most popular cookie in the world. 6 billion are made and consumed every year. Well, this morning, to help get this birthday celebration off to a very big start, perhaps the world's greatest, biggest consumer, most obvious consumer of Oreos, Jerry Lewis. Jerry, good morning.
Good morning, John.
You got to settle a discussion Jane and I were having. Is this yuppie food or not?
No, I think it's everybody's food. They make 6 billion a year, and if you took them and laid them on top of one another, they would reach the moon and back 4 times.
That is quite a statistic.
Now, there's a lot of people that eat Oreos. They started 1911 in a little store in Hoboken, New Jersey. And they've been selling Oreos, made just as they are now, these little devil-like morsels.
How do you eat them? What's the correct way to eat an Oreo?
Well, see, I like to split them in half, take the cream out, roll up the cream, eat the cookies, and have a snowball all year round.
I see.
I am doing for Oreos what Cliff Robertson is doing for AT&T.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a marvelous relationship because basically the 9-year-old in all of us comes out when you have an Oreo in your hand because there's something about it that's really swell and terrific. I've seen corporate people, CEO men, take an Oreo and they're reduced to a child. You watch somebody really go after an Oreo.
Can you eat 2 Oreos at once?
Can I eat 2 Oreos at once?
That's a leading question, I realize.
Let me show you what else they have. They have an Oreo. This one is made for Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yes, I see.
These they're called Big Stuff. They're not even on the market yet, but they made some for me.
How did you get hooked up with Oreo, if I might ask?
Well, they wanted somebody that was either a wacko or 9 years old. And they got me.
Now, you've been eating these really all your life?
Mm-hmm. I've been eating Oreos since, I guess, I was 5 years old, 55 years. And I'm doing a routine on stage tonight. Paul Anka and I are doing a concert for the 75th birthday of Oreos.
Jerry, we've got a little piece of tape here. Let's take a look at how Oreo advertisements have changed over the past 25 years.
Okay, I'll have one while we watch.
Little girls have pretty curls, but I like Oreo.
'Cause a kid will eat the middle of an Oreo first and say the chocolate cookie outside's will last.
O-R-E-O keeps your milk from getting lonely. O-O-O, the one and only
Oreo and Oreo with double stuff from Nabisco.
All right. You're a dipper. You've been dipping in the milk.
I dip it, I eat it, I travel with it, I keep it under my armpit. Anywhere I can stick them, I love them.
Okay. What I hate to get serious about this, but what makes this so special? Why not Fig Newtons, Lorna Doones, other little snacks that we all remember as kids?
They're all good if you're a cookie freak, but when it comes to Oreo, I really don't know. I think it's just the difference between a Rolls Royce and a Chevrolet.
Which is the Chevrolet?
Lorna Doones.
Well, we don't want to interrupt you from eating here, but this is a
Why don't you try one, John?
All right, I will.
Now, you see how, now that classy John Palmer that I was sitting with, look at how it's reduced you to a little bit of a... See?
Oh, no, that's terribly good, yes.
Marvelous.
Marvelous, absolutely
It's difficult to maintain a demeanor when you're eating an Oreo.
Yes, but you say business executives eat Oreo cookies also. I see. Okay.
Don't let Jane watch.
Jane came over, and you know, she got an Oreo cookie, too.
Well,
In fact,
she's eating for 2.
Right, she took 2 Oreo cookies.
God bless her.
Well, Jerry, we wish you a lot of luck with your cookie business. And so are you going to sell these door-to-door as well as doing the big show?
I'm doing a very, besides the show, we're doing Nutty Professor 2, which we start shooting in October.
That's terrific.
And I've got a marvelous sequence where Oreos will be very prominent in the film. It's a film I'm doing for Dino De Laurentiis, and I wasn't about not to mention it.
I'm glad you did.
Okay, John.
Thanks, and good luck.
Thank you for your time, and happy Oreos.
And same to you. Jane will be back in just a minute with Dr. Art Uleen. We'll need him after we pause here for a station break.